Hey, what's up, guys? Johnny Con here, aka Master the Conqueror, the Master of Disaster, the uh, the Menace of Los Angeles. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just Johnny Con or Master the Conqueror. Okay, look, um, I've been getting some DMs, comments about working with Moloch. Let me just get a small disclaimer out of the way, man. Look, and I've said this to a lot of them. Be sure that you're ready. Like, I'm not trying to gatekeep the knowledge. All I'm saying is, when you call upon Moloch energy, prepare to feel like fucking, what's his name from the Incredible Hulk? I never liked the Incredible Hulk. Bruce Banner? Whatever. Anyways, be prepared to feel like that guy, right? Like you fuck shit up. And then if you're not ready, if you haven't done shadow work or whatever, you'll go back to normal and be like, what the fuck did I do? Like, it's, I'm not going to say you're like blacking out, but I'm saying that be prepared for what comes with the consequences, because you might end up in jail or worse, if you don't know exactly where the quote unquote line is or whatever, if even there is such a thing. But basically, be prepared to embrace your shadow self fully, you know? If you have anger issues and you haven't dealt with them yet, yeah, or you have like fucking ultra high testosterone, but you haven't learned kind of like enough to like keep you out of jail, you kind of don't want to fuck with Moloch energy yet. Um, like me, like, fuck, I lift weights all day, boxing training or whatever, you know, add the, with the testosterone to that Moloch energy to the mix, you can already imagine. So that's basically all I mean, about just, before working with Moloch, okay? Just have that in mind. It's what they call, you might go into a clipothic journey, you know? In a way, that's good though. But I'm saying that Moloch is a strong drink. It's a strong pill to swallow if it's your first one. I recommend working with like maybe a kinder goetic to start off with. I'm not saying no, you can't do it. I'm just saying be ready. Now, how to work with Moloch? Start working with the sigil. My friend taught me this trick. My brother Nocturnus, get the sigil, put it underneath your pillow, and see what impressions you get. That's one way. Um, he's very easy to work. In my experience, he's very easy. He'll pop up quick. Put the sigil underneath your pillow. Offer up something. I heard he likes really spicy stuff. Try putting that on a sigil, wrapping it up and burning it. Try that, or try safely as you can a little offering of human Kool-Aid. The kind that like oozes out when you pinprick on your finger safely. You know, offer some of that. Not literal Kool-Aid. Don't be stupid. Okay, so those are some ways. Now, what does Moloch offer? And I had a couple of dumbass trolls that are like, well, did he, like, what does he offer? Does he make you rich? Right off the get-go, you'll get empowerment, you'll get energy. If you're into martial arts or boxing, you know what? It's like an extra fucking boost. It's like, taking spiritual steroids. I told my friend recently, it's kind of like Lilith is kind of like the software, but Moloch is the hardware. You feel, well, in my experience, you feel Lilith on a spiritual level, and you feel Moloch more like on a physical level, if that makes any sense. No disrespect to both of them. So there's that. You can also probably, do baneful stuff as well. What else? My friend also said that you can ask him for material stuff, which I haven't done yet, But my advice, show some respect. any entity that you work with, try showing some respect. You know, I try to kind of like build a relationship, leave offerings or whatever. Make sure it's not transactional. Don't, it's not always necessary with every entity, but I try to at least like say like, you know what, like I'm not perfect, I forget shit, here's a little something, I'm all like, I'll see you another day, or like, please don't forget about me, like here, and then kind of like build a rapport that way, build up goodwill, and then you can start asking for stuff. I'm not saying that's exclusively the case with Moloch, but I'm just saying that's the way I work. So anyways, I hope that helped. And thank you for listening to my TikTok/YouTube. All right, this is Johnny Khan, aka Not Such the Conqueror. Peace.